Today in the studio we have a guest from ATS Alarm and Telecom Services, Brian Tremblay. Brian, you're a security and communications consultant.
Yes, I am.
Do you care to share with us some tips and tricks for people who might be looking to keep their homes safe this summer season?
Well, with people going to camp and vacations, keeping your home looking occupied is probably the first step that one can try. Not just turning lights on, but putting lights on timers, and if you're a smart home person, this is a good time to incorporate those features so they have some irregularity to the lights coming on and off. Making sure, of course, that you have outdoor lights that trigger when people walk in front of them, especially in backyards, which have a tendency to be a favorite spot for someone who might be interested in trying to gain unlawful entry into your home. That's always good.
Right. And what do you find, through your experience in talking to clients and customers, what do you find is the most common mistake that people tend to make when securing their home or business?
The one thing I always like to tell folks is have your house numbers prominently displayed, because for emergency services, they'd like to find that quickly. And when seconds matter, they want to be able to ensure that they're getting to the right place and they're getting there quickly and properly. So make sure that your house numbers are properly displayed so they can be seen. That's the biggest thing. I think the other thing is to make sure you have proper deadbolts installed in your home. Make sure the house has reinforced door frames, because having had my own house broken into in 2012, some doors can be opened with a firmly placed boot, and it removes the door frame and everything that goes along with it. Yeah, so I've seen that happen. So having proper locks put on, and again, if you're a smart home user, having those locks that can be tied in. And I think those are probably the biggest thing, is make sure that proper locks and make sure that proper signage is on your house so that your house numbers can be seen, and proper lighting. Right.
And do you find that there are more break-ins in the summer than in the winter? Or is that kind of just like a common myth?
Yeah, I have to say it's hard to say which one is which. I think summertime probably makes things a little more available. Trees are fuller. Shrubbery on the yards are fuller, so especially if they cover windows, access areas, then it gives people the burglar a chance to hide, where he can work unnoticed. So I think the summertime is probably popular. My own experience has been that it can happen anytime. So keeping the precautions, even if you don't have any kind of landscaping issues, even in the wintertime, making sure snow isn't piled in a place that provides a hiding spot or where they can work unnoticed. I think it's important.
So you're kind of advocating here for prevention, because I'm sure you get a lot of people that come in and it's like they're coming after the fact that something's happened,
closing the barn door after the horses have left, which was my own experience, but yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And how is modern technology kind of playing into all of this? Is it easier for people to break into homes now than it used to be, or is the technology working in the favor of the homeowner?
Well, I think the technology is working in the favor of the homeowner.
That's
by
good,
all
at
means.
least.
Yeah, that's a good thing. But you have to get the right technology.
Right.
Making sure the technology is secure. It's not something that maybe is using the cloud. Does it have proper backups and security so people can't hack into it? I mean, one of the stories that I read online was there was a hotel in Vegas that had their high roller list hacked and pilfered.
What a nightmare.
Because of a thermometer that was in their fish tank that was connected to the cloud so they could control the fish tank. And it was just one of those back doors, as they say, that they could get in. So having the right technology and making sure it's secure technology, and having backup systems, so it's not just that.
Right.
You know.
And also making sure that you understand the technology and staying a step ahead of it versus letting it kind of run you.
Exactly.
And are you guys at ATS able to kind of walk people through how a lot of the technology works as well?
Exactly, yeah. You know, we can show the folks advantages and disadvantages of having something that is, how should I say, hardwired to a phone line, which you don't need phone lines anymore, of course, to have a system that's monitored, but we can show you the advantages and disadvantages of both. As much as a lot of people don't have phone lines, it's still a solid, secure connection to a central monitoring station. So yeah, we can walk you through and show you, you know, what's maybe the best way to work, and of course work within their budget and what they think they need. We have lots of different applications available.
That's great. And do you have any other tips or tricks?
Well, like I said, you know, making sure that the doors are secure, making sure that you have lighting that is present, that comes on when there's no one home. You know, especially don't discount the front door. Make sure that front door it's still a very, very popular. You know, having the your landscaping taken care of. Hiding keys outdoors. Be careful of that.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of these rocks or hiding a key under the mat. That's an advocacy for keyless door entries, so you don't have to hide keys anymore.
Right.
Because it's not rocket science. Everybody knows that you're capable of hiding keys. So, you know, make sure you don't do that kind of stuff. Making sure, I recently had a break-in that I had attended, post break-in, and having an air conditioner unit installed at the back of the house underneath a window.
Right.
Well, that was a stepping stone.
Yeah.
So watch, you know, yes, you might have windows that are on an upper area, like on a, you know, split level or duplex or something like that, but make sure there's nothing they can't get on.
To enable.
Yeah, it's as simple a thing as an air conditioner unit, and they used it as a stepping stone to get in. And
wow.
Where they dropped them right into the master bedroom, which is one of their favorite places to
jackpot.
Jackpot, exactly. Yeah. That's where you're going to find all the jewelry and that, like, you know.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your insights with us. And folks, if you have any home security or business security needs, ATS can help walk you through. And remember to stay safe this summer. Thanks so much, Brian, for coming on.
Thanks for having me.